welcome back to my channel. This is Class Act, and for those of you that are new to my channel, hello there, welcome. And for those of you who've been hanging with me for a minute, y'all already know what time it is. Oh my goodness, this is a time to celebrate, and I thank you guys for hanging around with me. Whew. I want to share with you guys what has been going on with me and my hair, and as you guys can see, I have no words. I have no words. I'm in shock. Some of you may be in shock, but I'm in shock. So I wanted to come today and share with you guys what's been going on with me and some of the things that I have been doing to grow my hair. Now, before I get started, let me do this. Those of you that have not subscribed to my channel, I want you to go ahead right now, hit that subscribe button below, and go ahead and hit that bell notification button as well. Go ahead and hit it. Don't cost you anything. And that way, when I upload a video, you will be notified immediately. All right? Don't cost you a dime. So anyway, listen. Let me give y'all a little history for those of you who are new to my channel and those of you who are passing through. I suffer with alopecia areata, diagnosed a few years ago, about a couple of years ago, and I have I break out around this part of my hair and up in the top of my head. So I have two forms of alopecia. Yeah. Anyway, so I suffer with two different forms of alopecia that I am aware of. I have alopecia areata and I have CCCA, all right, in the top of my head. And, whew, boy, it is a struggle. And I found out as well that I have, what is it, autoimmune disease. And what that is basically the street name of that is called leaky gut. And for those of you that know about leaky gut or don't know about it, it's pretty much like a food allergy type thing, but it's basically when certain foods get caught up, inflammatory foods, get caught up in your gut lining, I'm sorry, starts to break apart, and food can get caught up in between that particular part of your, get caught up in the lining of your stomach, and it doesn't dissolve, it doesn't break down, your stomach just don't do anything with it, and it builds up and get bad bacteria all up in there, and it forms all this other stuff, and it causes your immune system to attack your body. It sends signals to your immune system that you got something going on, or like an infection or something is there that's foreign. And what it does, it would cause your immune system to attack your body. And what happens with autoimmune disease, with some people, it can attack your organs. I saw a program where one girl, her eyes, she went blind as a result of her autoimmune disease. It attacked her eye, what is it? The nerves in her eyes. And then, but me and a lot of people, it attacked our hair follicle, and it causes our hair to fall out. So that's what I have. And as a result of that, we have to be careful with what we eat. All right. So I hope I made sense with that, or describe that, or explain that just a little bit. Put that in kind of simple terms so you guys can understand what's going on. All right. All right. So with autoimmune disease, long story short, we really have to be careful with what we eat because it causes inflammation. And a lot of you may have this. You may not have the attacking of your follicles that's happening, or you may have, and your hair may be falling out or thinning, and you may not know that you have autoimmune disease. You may not know it unless you go to a doctor, but because sometimes you'll contribute it to something else, like medication. You might attribute it to aging, or some kind of other disease, high blood pressure or anything else, diabetes, or whatever else is going on with medical conditions or stress or different things like that, and not really hone in on the autoimmune part of it when it's, you know, so you have to really go to a doctor to figure that out. But doing my research and going to the doctor, I found out that that's what I have, autoimmune disease. So with that being said, I was told that I have to watch what I eat. I was put on a strict diet, and that's what I'm here today to kind of share with you guys some of the things that I've been doing to ward off or to fight back a lot of my breakouts. All right, and I'm gonna try not to say a lot. Okay, guys, y'all just work with me. So on my journey, if you guys go back and look at some of my videos or care to, I have been suffering outbreaks, and I've lost hair. I've just had highs and lows with my hair journey. And basically what I have been doing at this point in my journey, I've been basically just trying to keep hair on my head. I'm not trying to grow my hair down my back. I'm really not. But what I'm doing right now, as you can see, my hair is growing. You know, it's just doing what it's doing. But I'm on the other end of the spectrum, just trying to keep my hair healthy, and I'm trying to ward off and keep at bay the outbreaks and keep my stomach calm. That's what the doctor, you know, she referred to it. It's like, we got to calm your stomach down. Your stomach has a headache. And so there are certain things that do trigger my outbreaks and causes my immune system to start going haywire. Pew, pew, pew. It starts shooting and fighting my body. Okay, there's something foreign going on in this girl body. We're going to fight it. We got a disease happening when nothing ain't happening. And one of the things that triggers the autoimmune or my autoimmune system to start fighting or attacking my hair follicles is stress. All right, stress would do that. But one of the other things that I found out that is one of the main culprits of attacking my hair follicles is what I eat. And one of the main things that I have to stay away from, one of the food food sources that I have to stay away from, and I'm trying to find the right word, is actually sugar. Sugar is a huge culprit. That was one of the things that I found out that really messes me up. That's an enemy for me. I cannot do sugar at all. Now, sugar comes in many forms, so I have to be very careful with my intake of sugar. I can't do white. Anything white I have to stay away from. When my doctor gave me my list of detox, my list of foods to detox from, all right? When I had to do 4 to 6 weeks of foods that I could not eat, I went into shock. Girl, sis, I was done. Because I was like, I can't eat nothing. She like, you're going to lose weight. Of course I did. But I couldn't eat white pasta, white potatoes, white bread, white rice, white. Anything white, I could not eat. I had to read labels on everything, and I'm standing in the grocery store like this, and and it was so stressful because I never had to do that. You know, anybody who's ever been through this, you just pick the food up, you just buy what you want to buy, and you just never had to really take the time and invest that time to really look at stuff, and to look at labels and look at ingredients, and to look at how much sugar was in stuff. And I had to go through all of that and train myself to do that. It was mind-blowing. But in the end, it was worth it, because what I ended up having to do was to go to the grocery store online, shop online. And what I mean by that is look at labels before I went to the store. And what helped me a lot was YouTube. And yeah, it just helped me a lot to pre-shop before I shopped. And look at other people's stories, like how I'm recording this. So it really helped me a lot. But anyway, so today, I want to share with you guys, this particular video is really to I'm putting this together to help you guys understand to help you guys know what I'm doing right now, and some of the supplements and things that I'm taking to help, that has helped me to get to this point in my hair journey, all right, and in my health journey. So I wanted to share with you guys some of the things that I am taking, and some of the things that probably can help some of you ladies and gentlemen to help you along with your journey with alopecia and also with possibly autoimmune deficiencies. Some of the things that you might not know about autoimmune disease and leaky gut is that some of the symptoms that I was having is bloated stomach. My stomach would swell after I ate food. I would get very, very bloated. I would have really bad stomach pains. I would have swelling in my joints. Those of you that suffer with arthritis, swelling in your joints, swelling in your ankles, if you got excess what you call that fluid in your ankles, even in your knees, you suffer with bursitis. These are symptoms of leaky gut. These are things, this is your body telling you that there's swelling going on in your gut. What we don't know about autoimmune or about inflammation, foods that causes inflammation in our system, is that most of the things we think are healthy, like tomatoes, red peppers, green peppers, different things like those cause inflammation. So, you know, I used to love those on my salads. Those are high inflammatory foods. Those swell your stomach. And it's a trigger for people who have alopecia and those of us who have autoimmune disease. Things I didn't know. So these are things that some of you guys want to know. There is a book, and I'll put the name of the book and maybe a picture of the book, but it's a book that I bought that my doctor recommended by Amy Myers. It's called The Autoimmune Disease, and she wrote a book and she has everything listed in there, and you just really, really, I mean, it was so helpful to me, and that's kind of my guide. She has recipes and everything in there, but she has a list of do's and, you know, foods you can eat and foods you can't eat. So my diet has been an absolute key factor in how my hair has grown, because a lot of times we think we have to just tend to the outside for our hair to be healthy, when really the main thing for some of us, especially when we have health issues, it's really the inside that matters the most. It really, really starts from the inside out, all right? Because it doesn't matter how much oil you make, how much hair butter you make, how good your ingredients is. If you're suffering with, you know, autoimmune diseases or things on the inside, and you have different things in your stomach is not right, you know, because the stomach is the center of everything, and your stomach is where all of it divvies out everything in your belly. Everything in your belly is where everything, it's the source of where everything else get its resources from. Your organs, your kidneys, your liver. That's why we have to drink water so much, because it's going to make sure that all of your main organs from your stomach gets what it needs. And the last thing that your stomach is going to do, the last main organ to get what it's going to need is your hair, your follicles. And so that's why it's important for us to drink, because your stomach is your immune system, and your stomach is not going to be concerned about your hair being healthy. It's going to make sure your heart get what it needs first. So that's why it's important for us to drink a lot of water, all right? Drink a lot of water. So I'm going to say that first. So my water intake went up 150%, you know, and sometimes I have to force myself to drink a whole lot of water because it's just that important, okay? So now let's get into some of the things, and I'm going to share with you all some of the things that I am taking and to help me with my leaky gut, all right? All right, so here's what I'm taking that my doctor recommended is probiotics, all right? And this one was highly recommended. It's Dr. Mercola's formula. Now this is very, very expensive. This is a probiotics supplement. You have to keep this refrigerated. And of course, the higher the CPUs, the higher the, you know, we'll just say milligrams, but the higher the content of the probiotics, the better it is. And this is 70 billion. I don't know if y'all can see that. Come on and adjust. I hope my auto adjust is on. What? Let me get out the view and maybe it'll auto adjust. But this is 70 billion right there. And it's not working. All right, I might have my auto thing off. But anyway, I got this off of Amazon. Everything I have is from Amazon. This is the purpose of the probiotics is to help break down the food in your stomach. Because I do have leaky gut, because the lining of my stomach is broken apart. It's supposed to be together, but it kind of mimics what you call it, what my doctor described, like a tennis net, and it's apart, and so the food particles get stuck in the middle, so it's apart. A normal stomach is together, all the netting or the lining of the stomach is together, so the food can't get stuck in between and your acids can break it down. But people with leaky gut, that's why they call it leaky, because food particles and certain foods, beef, all that hard food that's hard to digest or hard to break down, when it gets stuck in there, it just stays there, and all the bad bacteria and all that stuff builds up, and your body just gonna go crazy. So this is what probiotics does. It helps to break down, and super enzymes, I left that upstairs, but this helps to break down the food in my stomach, all right? And that keeps the swelling down, just in case I do eat something that I can't, my stomach can't break down. This is another thing that I take, is Digestion Health, and I got this off Amazon as well. I love this. Now all this right here helps to also with your bowel movements. It helps you to keep you regular, because it's important too when you have this illness, to keep your flow going regular. And all of this definitely keeps you going, because when you have all these inflammation issues, one of the things that I noticed before I started this and before I found out I had leaky gut, I wasn't regular. I mean, I was not regular. I would go 2 or 3 days sometimes, and I'm like, what is, without going to the restroom. And I was like, in that way, and I'm like, what is going on? And it was because, I had all this swelling. And when I went and had my colonoscopy, praise God, I didn't have any polyps or anything like that. But the doctor went in and he's like, you got a lot of swelling in your stomach. And it ended up being, the inflammation. Another thing that I take regularly is I take garlic. And this is kept in the refrigerator as well. It's just 1 pill a day. And this, of course, as well helps for your immune system. Anything that is for the immune system and for the stomach, I gravitate toward. But this has been a blessing. Ever since I've been taking this, I've noticed a huge difference in my stomach. And it does not smell. It does not make you smell down there, ladies, or anything like that. So thank you for that. But I just want to mention that, because I know some ladies like, hey, is it going to make you, we're not trying to be, No, it doesn't do any of that. It's just 1 a day. And they're very, very tiny. So, but it helps with your stomach, all right? So, next, I do want to get all of this in, you guys. Now, I mentioned the probiotics that I take here, and this is like $35 a bottle for a 30-day supply. They do have a package deal for this that you can get. But here's something you may not know, and if you don't have the money to get this, some of you may have this in your refrigerator and you don't even know, or in your cabinet, in your pantry, and you don't know it's a probiotic, and that's sauerkraut, all right? Sauerkraut is a natural probiotic. You can buy this. Now I have it, you can get it in a can, or you can get it in the bags or whatever, but I went to the store to get me a bag, a bag of sauerkraut. They didn't have any, so I had to get a can of probiotics. Y'all forgive me, I'm looking off in my monitor, but there you go. So you can use, this is a very natural probiotic. Hey, so there you go. Cheap, efficient, and you're getting the same thing. All you got to do is make sure you keep it refrigerated, all right? And you can slap that on you, a turkey dog, not anything, that's going to cause you to be swollen or anything like that. So those are some things that, supplements. These are main. This is my everyday stuff that I take each and every day for my gut health, all right? All right, so I'm gonna share with you guys a couple of more things, and then we're gonna be done. Look, I got to pull my sauerkraut out the refrigerator. Now I go rogue. I'll eat this by myself because I love sauerkraut. I love cabbage, so I can eat it all by myself. My roommate be like, girl, you crazy. But I love me some sauerkraut, so I don't care. Look at the results. And my stomach feel good. Yeah. So I'm gonna share with you guys another thing that I've been doing, and I know some of you already know this. I have been using this right here. This is the Silica look at me. Why am I shaking? There we go, right there. This I use in my water, and I think I got about that much in there. I got to order me another one. This is liquid silica. I put about 50, you put 15 drops, put 15 drops of this in 8 ounces of water, and you drink it once a day, you're good. And my hair, y'all can see, I have just been, I cannot believe this. And y'all, really? I mean, what can I say? And I'm gonna turn around and turn to the side and let y'all see my hair. But God is amazing. God is amazing. And I have not really been trying to grow my hair. I just wanted to keep my hair. And I'm getting a little bit of everything. Now on my edges, I have a little bit of assistance today, especially on one side, but not much. I'm using this flaxseed. I brought this down so y'all can see it. I ordered this off of Henna Sooq, and this is what it looks like. And it's a colored flaxseed edge control gel. Let me put it back up so y'all can see it again. And I use this. I don't wear my hair out that much, and you guys know that, but this is what I have on my sides. Just a little bit, you know, as y'all can see, I don't have that much on, but that's what I have on. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And as you guys can see, my hair is just, look, you can't even see, look at that, you know, fine hair, but look at there. It's just growing. You can't even see the wall, y'all. You can't see the wall. I am just like tripping. My roommate like, that's all you? I'm like, yeah. She was shocked when I came downstairs. And I'm like, you know, it's a blessing that I can wear my hair out when I want to, or if I want to. And I'm just grateful. I had no idea my hair had grew like this. And look at there, it's all on my shoulder. And this is, it's stretched out, you know. But anyway, and this is just a twist out. So, you know, it's doing its thing. So now the last thing I want to share with you all is one of the other things that I'm doing with my hair, and how I'm moisturizing my hair. And it's not a secret because I've shared it before, but what I use to moisturize my hair right now in between my washes, and I'm going to share with you guys some other things. Now, what I do want to ask you is to leave below some of the questions you may have, some things you may want to know about my hair routine. I am going to try. It is really hard to get my whole hair routine in one swoop. That's why I try to go on live and show you guys what I'm using for my deep conditioner and some of the things that I'm doing, because I have incorporated some new things in it. But it's really hard to get everything recorded. It's hard recording everything. But I want to try to get my whole wash day routine from beginning to end recorded one day for you guys, so y'all can see it from beginning to end, for those of you who really want to know everything that I do. Because, you know, I like to see it sometimes myself, and I understand that, especially for those of you who really want to follow and use everything that I'm using. But what I use right now, and what I found is working for me, and I left my oil upstairs. It's just my oil that I make, and I think I have a video of that. Okay, so what I'm using to moisturize my hair is my butter that I make myself, and this is just a small sample container right here. It's my butter, and I use this with it. All right, and this is the I have it upside down, and I think most of you guys know this. So what I do, I use these two together, and all I do is I scoop my oil out, and I put the Virgo or whatever, and I mix it together, and it melts. My oil, my butter, it melts. My roommate, my bestie, she loves it. She just started using my butter. She's like, girl, I've been missing out. But I'm getting ready to make another batch. But my oil, my butter, I got somebody in Virginia that wants me. I'm getting ready to make another batch. But anyway, I use my butter and this together, and what I find out is that it works for my hair. The reason why is because I am coily, and y'all know at every turn in your hair, that's a potential place of breakage. And for some reason, these two together, it just works, and I have had less breakage. Now I definitely do give a lot of credit to the stuff that I'm using, and that's, I think, with the deep conditioner from Henna Sooq, which has the Henna amla, the shikakai, and the bering, and all those herbs, Ayurvedic herbs that I'm using on my hair. I think some of that is attributing to that, but it's also too based on these two, and it just keeps my hair moisturized. And there you go. So it's very, very simple, and that's what I'm doing, and I'm not having to moisturize my hair as often. So this is what I got, and hey, you guys, it's working. And I haven't done onion water in maybe about 2 months, and as you guys can see, you know, there we go. But I got my onion over there, and I'm getting ready to do my onion water, because that's just habit for me. I don't care whatever I'm doing or whatever I'm using, I'm never going to get too far away from my onion water. That's just a staple in my routine. So that's it, you guys. I want to thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you guys so much for your prayers. You guys have been awesome. I really, really do hope this video was informative. I hope I said something to help someone in some way. If you have any questions, leave your questions below. And that's about it. Oh, I do want to show you guys my hair. Hold on one second. Okay, I shot this whole video without my lighting. And I don't know if y'all can tell the difference. Oh my goodness. This is awful. Oh my goodness. Alright guys, until the next time. I'll see you guys in the next video.